up, everybody? Welcome back to Kevlar 82 TV, your positive car culture channel. Today, dude, we're gonna be for episode 2 of build breakdown for the homie Curon BK2 Menaces 2015 3.8 Ultimate, man. We're gonna be doing the mods that he had done at Car Tuners. So we're gonna go ahead and give him a chance to go ahead and list off what he had done to it.
All right, started from the front of the car, we got an upgraded radiator from CSF in Rancho Cucamonga. And then shooting over to the transmission, we got a competition clutch stage 2 kit. So that's the flywheel and the whole nine. A one-piece carbon fiber drive shaft from Drive Shaft Shop. That ties into the 2.0 R-Spec final drive. Then the ATQ diff kit, white line front and rear sway bars, and yeah, it pretty much wraps it up.
All right. So yeah, as you heard, man, he had an extensive list right there, dude. We're gonna really dig deep and give you guys a little unboxing and everything like that. So let's go ahead and jump over to Car Tuners and get started with this one.
Welcome back to the channel, Kevlar 82. We back here at Car Tuners in Marietta. About to work on the next phase of the car. So right now we have all the suspension done, PBM, rear control arms, and the super angle kit in the front. Today, if you pan down here, we're gonna finish up the suspension with subframe risers from PBM. If you bear with me, let me get this open. All right, so to complement the control arms and the angle kit and allow me to be able to put more power to the ground and know more or less what the car's characteristics are going to be and how the car is going to respond, we're going to add subframe bushings to the mix. So we're going to pull down the subframe, pull out the old bushings, and then swap them out with solid metal bushings. These are great mod to have if you want more responsive in your rear end. Great for drifting, cool for daily driving. One of the downsides, though, a lot of people complain about is a lot of NVH, that's noise, vibration, and harshness. So you will get a lot more road noise and even body noise, but it comes at the expense of having better control and knowing what the car is going to do when it wants to do it. So this is definitely a plus if you want to, you know what I'm saying, tighten up your suspension and your response. So that's that. Then starting from the front, we're gonna upgrade to a new radiator. We got a CSF radiator, better cooling here, larger capacity radiator. Some of you guys will be like, oh, why go with CSF, or what is CSF, or why them over Mishimoto or whatever? They have the lifetime warranty. Yeah, that is all true. But with CSF, you don't need a lifetime warranty. A lot of people have issues with their radiators. Either
working on a Genesis coupe over there, so. Trying to hold the box for you. There we go. I'll pull it out.
So, you know, this having the upgraded radiator is gonna obviously keep engine temps down, and basically allow you to beat up on your car and not have to worry about the stock radiator not being able to handle all the extra heat that gets produced from beating on your car on the track especially, and daily driving it works just as good. So this is that. Then we're gonna rip apart the transmission. We have new thermostat too, can't forget about that. That is Mishimoto, that really doesn't matter. Brand new hoses. Oh, that's all closed. Anyway, yeah. Brand new hoses, rubber hoses. These are a lot stronger than your factory hoses or the ones you buy at like AutoZone or something. So that's a plus. We have competition clutch, stage 2. Some people will say, you know, why don't you get a stage 3, stage 4? You really don't need all that. You kind of want to match your clutch to the kind of power that you're putting down. If you have more clutch than what you need, you're gonna end up messing up, going through your clutch a lot quicker than you would when you get the right clutch. So for the kind of power that I'm putting out right now, which is about 300 plus to the wheels, I'm good. And after I'm done building the car, hopefully if everything goes cool, shout out to Bissy for back in the build and wanting to get the tune done. This clutch is more than enough for what we're trying to do. So clutch, or excuse me, pressure plate, clutch, and flywheel. ATQ short shifter, just for shits and giggles. I also have the shifter bushings, still got to grab those, they're somewhere in the shop, but front and rear. So that's gonna help with, if you have that problem, second gear lockout. I don't have that problem because I don't beat up on my car like that, but just to improve the transmission that came flawed from Hyundai. Clutch cylinder from Vallejo, same company that makes the pieces for Exidy, so it's just same pieces, just different boxes. And then getting past all that, we have one-piece drive shaft from Drive Shaft Shop. Going back, we have front and rear sway bars from Whiteline. Way beefier than the R-Spec or stock Genesis sway bars. Gonna help with body roll, stiffen up the suspension by locking the coilovers together. Better handling, you'll be able to take on ramps and off ramps, maybe 2 times the limit. A little bit more if your suspension's set up right. And then ATQ diff kit. Very important for putting power to the ground. Wheel hop is a big issue with these cars. And then not being able to utilize that fourth bushing because there isn't one. So this kit allows you to do that. It comes with everything that you need. The drill bit, the hole saw, and all the other bushings, all hardenized. So yeah, you're not losing any power. And just brand new bushings for the sway bars. What else are we missing here? Oh yeah, that 3.9 final drive from the 2.0 R spec. That's getting dropped in. Quicker acceleration. All right, so we have the final drive from the 2.0 R spec, which we're gonna install to help improve acceleration with the car. So what this consists of is cracking this open and taking the LSD from the 3.8 and swapping it in here. And now this is your new differential gearing. So this is a major upgrade if you want to improve acceleration. There are some drawbacks. You lose a little bit of gas mileage, which isn't bad. It's basically your best bang for your buck. This is supposed to be equivalent to maybe just doing a tune on the car. I mean, altering the transmission to run through the gearing better is always going to be a good mod to do. So that's what we got on deck with this. So hopefully with all of this stuff, once we get it installed, it'll free up some horsepower that's been hiding from just, you know, the stock parts. We should pick up an extra 25, gain an extra 25 from the, you know, from the horsepower we've been losing through the stock stuff. So should be good, man. Should be good. All right, so here we have the upgraded radiator. If you take a look here, this is pretty thick in width. So it's a bigger core, higher capacity, so it allows for better cooling. So this is what we're gonna install first. If you take a look up here, you can see the difference from the stock radiator, which is this little thin piece of shit right here, which is cool for everyday driving if you're just going back and forth to work, you know, dropping the kids off, or maybe just going on a little canyon cruise. But if you really want to just get it in, again, sticker radiator is going to help for better cooling, and it looks dope because it's all shiny aluminum. So this is your best bet here. Definitely allow you to get on the car more and get more action. So moving to the next mod, we have, these are the stock sway bars, similar to the R-Spec sway bars. You can see the thickness here. This is okay if you're bone stock and you're not trying to drive your car the right way. We're upgrading to the white line sways. You can see there's a night and day difference in thickness here. This allows for the car to eliminate the majority of the body roll when you're taking turns on the track or the road, by stiffening up the suspension and locking the two ends together, the coilovers. You see this thickness here is what helps. It's just a night and day difference in the thickness here. So that's also the same for the rear. If we mosey on back right here, we have the man himself, Mr. Perez, the owner of Car Tuners. What up?
Working hard, man.
How are we working? Getting my girl right. So you see these little puny preschool sways in the rear.
Preschool.
You know, yeah, that's not gonna do any good. But when you compare them to the white lines, it's just a night and day difference with thickness. You know, again, beefier is better in this sense. These do weigh a little bit more, actually a lot more than stock. They're not super heavy, but you could just tell they're better built, and they're gonna withstand the beating and be able to lock everything in, so you're good to go. Subframe bushings. So what we're gonna do is, there's 4 points here that need to be loosened up and dropped, and you see we have these these rubber bushings that eventually wear out over time from just weather and just vibration and just constant usage. You swap those out with these and you never have to worry about replacing them again. Again, it's going to help with responsiveness. It's going to help put the power down, stiffen up everything back here. So this is definitely an upgrade. If you're sensitive about noise and vibration, I don't recommend this. You will eventually get used to it, but it's definitely worth the money if you're going to do it. The ATQ diff kit. So again, like I stated earlier, you have this fourth mount that's not being used. So you have three bushings that help support the diff and all the power that's getting put down. But eventually in time, you can see kind of right now how these bushings, I mean, I don't have a lot of miles on my car, so it's still healthy, but for some people, and there's videos on YouTube about this already where they've had a GoPro on the inside and you can see how these rubber bushings just move around and just, you're losing power with that. So ATQ designed this kit that sits inside this housing here. It comes with all the bolts that you need in the hardware to install this and the hole saw, so you would cut this out and then shave all the extra shavings off, file it down, get it nice and smooth, pop this in, and then use the drill bit and drill it all in, and then press the other bushings in. You have this one here, and then you have two more up here in front. This one here and the other there. And so with that, your diff isn't going anywhere. You're getting all the power down to the ground. This eliminates wheel hop, and also it reinforces the subframe. This is paper thin. On the opposite side where my finger is really hollow. There's nothing really there to support. So eventually in time, if you start making power and driving your car, you could possibly snap the welds on the subframe. It's happened before. So this helps eliminate all that and gives you a better feeling car. This is gonna be basically the final shebang before we get all the engine work done, started. So we'll be back with the review once everything gets installed. Let you know how it goes, how it feels, and yeah, we out.
Alright, so that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed watching all these, checking out all these amazing mods that were installed in this car. That was the before. The next episode is gonna be the after. We're gonna get a chance to get a feel for the car, dude. So stay tuned for that. But before we go, I want to give a huge shout out to Hugo, Nick, and Henry at Car Tuners, man. These three gentlemen really helped immensely, dude. I was there for the beginning process, and you know, I got a chance to chat with these gentlemen, and it's amazing business that they have over there. So make sure you follow Car Tuners, man. Make sure you check them out, dude. They're out here, they're out in Marietta, dude. So if you own a Genesis Coupe or a Kia, any kind, dude, they will take care of you. A lot of the people in Southern California know their business, and they know their quality of their work, dude, and they take care of all of us, dude. So show them some love and give them a follow. Make sure you follow Nick, Quick Nick, dude, with his amazing Stinger. You guys might have seen in the car. See him put a little quick picture right there, dude. He's an awesome gentleman, dude. Shout out to him. I will be working with him in the future, and that will be another awesome video that I will be shooting with his car. But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here and get you guys ready for part 3, the big finale, man. The ride along with me, my reaction to how the car feels, and then me actually jumping in the driver's seat and feeling how all of these parts will affect the Genesis Coupe, you know. So I know what I'm getting into when I start doing my build, which is going to be coming up next after this series. So check it out, dude. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Just remember, as I say at the end of all my videos, Always see the glasses half full, not half empty. Stay blessed, stay safe. It's your boy Kevin Smiley signing out. Kevin 82 TV. Peace.